We got some breaking news. So the person who allegedly shot Charlie Kirk, a student who went to school with him, is speaking out. His grandma has now spoken out about his political affiliations, the family's political affiliations. And we also are getting more insight into who this person is. And I want to go into all that, but I'm beside myself from what I just heard this man on Fox News say. Brian Kilmeade just endorsed euthanizing homeless people. And I just want to say that because this happened a couple days ago, we lost it and all this because of everything going on in the news cycle. I want to show it now, but let this be a reminder that this type of rhetoric does not happen on the left. And yes, the left has issues. I'm not going to be the first person to say that the left is completely moral. But we do not do stuff like this. And we have to call it out. Here it is.
Billions of dollars to mental health and the homeless population. A lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary. You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Yeah, Brian, why did it happen?
It's actually stunning to hear. Let's hear it one more time.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Yeah, Brian, why did it happen?
Just kill him. Just kill him. Why deal with the problem when you could just kill him? We have really slidden in this country into a place that I do not recognize. In one way, I'm like grateful it's out in the open, and in another, I'm very worried. If it's like this now, where is it heading? And I tweeted this, I'll say it again. In a normal country, he'd be fired immediately. Immediately. He wouldn't make it to Monday with that job. And the last thing I'm going to say about this is we know that Matthew Dowd from MSNBC was fired for just telling the truth. Things you say create an environment that may make it more dangerous for people to be alive, and it might actually come back to hurt you. That's a true statement. Doesn't mean he wishes that anything bad were happen to anyone. I don't wish anything bad on anyone at all. This is asymmetric. When you have someone telling the truth, getting fired for telling the truth, and you have someone saying things like this that are going to keep their job, asymmetric consequences result in asymmetric power. And that's how they've been able to acquire and grow power, because they just let these awful people continue to have their jobs. And we get rid of good people because they say something slightly not okay. And that is how we are just going to continue to keep losing if we allow them to define what is and isn't right. Thankfully, there's been some correction. So the Wall Street Journal, as you know, I'm just going to take you through some of these. The Wall Street Journal said that there was transgender and anti-fascist ideology on the bullets. Well, they've corrected that now. They said an earlier version of this article detailed how an internal law enforcement bulletin said that ammunition recovered following the Charlie Kirk shooting was engraved with expressions of transgender and anti-fascist ideology. Justice Department officials later urged caution about the bulletin by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, saying it may not accurately reflect the messages on the ammunition, and the article was updated Thursday to reflect that. The editor's note was appended on Friday after Utah Governor Spencer Cox said that engravings, including one that said, "Hey, fascist," along with other messages and symbols. He gave no indication that ammunition included any transgender references. And what's incredible about this is the original story has 11 million views. This correction has 177,000. And even I don't know if they did this intentionally. Kash Patel is from that bureau, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms. It seems to me that he was just like, hey, just make this seem as vague as possible. Let's just try to get this into the bloodstream. And then by the time they corrected it, the damage had been done. Now, there's also a report from The Guardian that originally said that the shooter is pretty on the left on everything, and the only member of his family that was really leftist. The friend went on to say the rest of his family was very hard Republican. Now, I actually have more commentary from neighbors and family and interviews coming up, but The Guardian actually corrected that too. And I will say that I've been posting about this on Twitter, which I'm going to still keep calling Twitter. It's not X, it's Twitter. And This is what people had been responding to me with. Like, well, actually, he is a leftist. He is a leftist. Well, now The Guardian has corrected this. The article was updated on 12 September 2025 to remove quotes after the verified source who attended high school with Tyler Robinson said after publication that they could not accurately remember details of their relationship. But then again, damage kind of already done. Okay, now here is one interview with a neighbor who knew the suspect.
Family, I know there were several cars that frequented there, that lived there. I'm under the impression maybe there's a couple younger children. He may have a couple younger brothers that live there, that his parents were active in the LDS community. I am very much in shock that this was so close to home. I would think that his family would be very hurt. I have a lot of sympathy for his family right now, his parents and his loved ones, that they have to really be hurting.
I'm glad they got a suspect. Of course, he's innocent until proven guilty. My understanding is a family member gave the big lead that turned him in, so thank you to that family member. It took a lot of courage to do that. In this country, you should be able to express ideas, and if you disagree with them, that's what discussion's for and debate's for. It's really sad that this country's come to a point where on one side of the political aisle, if you say something is disagreed with, you get killed instead of debate and discussed and trying to bring.
We don't know the motives of this. So sorry to that Arizona resident. Was it Arizona resident or is it you? Yeah, I heard why. Scottsdale, Arizona resident. We don't know why this happened, Damien. So there is violence happening on both sides. I don't want any violence. I'm sure you don't either. Please stop trying to say this is one side doing this. We know that this is both sides. And to be completely clear, we don't know which side this man is on. And this woman I guess she didn't really know them. I don't know why the AP interviewed her. Okay. Now here is a student who went to school with Tyler Robinson.
I went to school with this Tyler Robinson kid. I'll show y'all. That's him right there. Tyler Robinson. I'm not trying to clout chase, make this shit about me, but I'm not gonna say I knew this kid really well. I didn't know him very well at all, but I definitely saw him for 3 straight years in high school. And the best way I could describe him is just like a Reddit kid. I don't know, I feel like if you were in high school around that same time, and even probably now, 2018, and then those kinds of kids. But that's exactly what he was. All I'm gonna say is this is the kind of shit that happens when you spend way too much time online and all of a sudden your beliefs are all the way this way or all the way this way, and you do some dramatic shit to please these people that are not your friends. This internet shit is seriously no joke.
Yeah, well, he's right there. Regardless of what side you're on this internet, the internet is truly corrupting our lives. Now, Charlie Kirk's suspect's grandma also said this about him. You're not going to be surprised with this. Quote, "My son, his dad, is a Republican for Trump," Debbie told the Daily Mail. Quote, "Most of the family members are Republican. I don't know any single one who's a Democrat." According to the outlet, Robinson's father, Matt, 48, was the one to turn Tyler into the authorities after he confessed to the crime. Debbie has not been able to get in touch with her son since news of her grandson's arrest went public. Quote, "I'm just so confused," Debbie said of her grandson. "Tyler is the shyest person," she said. "He has never, ever spoke politics to me at all." She insisted that Robinson has never, ever gotten in trouble in his life. According to public records, Robinson's parents are both registered Republicans. His mother, Amber Robinson, 44, is a licensed social worker. His father runs a business installing kitchen countertops, cabinets, and stone services in their home city of Washington, Utah. Both of them have held hunting licenses. A Facebook post made by Amber Robinson describes one of Tyler's brothers as a gun-toting, cowboy-loving, brilliant kid. We're going to learn more about this guy. I'm just going to say this at the end. I didn't want to put this at the front, but the right is now running with this thing where they're saying that Tyler Robinson's roommate was transgender, they were dating, and that's all they're saying. And then they're saying now this is trans violence. We don't know anything. We don't know whether that's true or not. I don't trust this FBI at all. I don't trust them at all. We know they're compromised. Kash Patel is a lackey who's there to help Trump. I don't trust any information coming out until it's verified and we see evidence. But I want to let you know that is one thing that they're trying to push out today. It's Saturday. So we will see. We will see. But regardless, it doesn't seem to be like it's the story they wanted. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, hit like. If you're not subscribed, why don't you try subscribing if you'd like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.